The police told me 2 men had been living in my attic for 3 months, watching me sleep, and my security camera caught it all at 2:29 a.m. My name is Ethan, I'm 26, and I live alone in a small 2-story house in Columbus, Ohio. I moved here 6 months ago because the rent was dirt cheap. The landlord said the previous tenant left overnight and left all his furniture, clothes, everything behind. He just vanished. I should have taken that as a warning. A week after moving in, strange things started. I would come home from my 12-hour warehouse shift and my front door would be unlocked. I always lock it. I have OCD. I double-check it every morning. I told myself I'm just tired. Then the kitchen light. I never leave the kitchen light on. I hate bills. But every single morning at 5 a.m., it was on, glowing yellow. I live completely alone. No roommate, no girlfriend, no pets. My food started disappearing. Bread half gone, milk lower. Someone was eating my food. Someone was living in my house when I was at work, touching my things. I didn't call the police because what would I say? My light is on. They would laugh. So I stopped sleeping. I bought 3 security cameras. One for the front door, one for the kitchen, and one for the upstairs hallway facing the stairs. I thought seeing would make me feel safe. It made everything worse. That night at exactly 2:47 a.m., I heard 3 slow footsteps above my bedroom. Step, step, step. My bedroom door, which I always close, was open 2 inches. I was frozen. I knew someone was upstairs. The air turned ice cold in August. I heard my attic hatch creak open above me. Something was coming downstairs. My heart was pounding so loud I thought it would stop. I grabbed my phone and turned on the camera feed. The upstairs hallway camera was black. Just static. Then a shadow moved across my bedroom wall. Someone was standing right outside my door, breathing heavily, listening to me. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. And then my bedroom do. I couldn't move. My hand was frozen on the door handle. The handle stopped turning. Silence. Complete dead silence for 10 seconds. Then I heard it. A faint scratching sound from inside my bedroom wall. Like fingernails scratching drywall. It was coming from the closet. I had never opened that upstairs closet because the landlord said it was locked and he lost the key. But now I heard scratching from inside it. I slowly stood up, my legs shaking, and opened my bedroom door. The hallway was pitch black and freezing cold. My breath was coming out as fog in August. The upstairs camera was still showing static on my phone, but I could hear the attic hatch ladder creaking, like someone heavy was climbing down very slowly. I grabbed a kitchen knife and walked to the stairs. Every step I took, the wood creaked loudly. When I reached the top of the stairs, the attic hatch was wide open. It was never open. A dark hole with a ladder going up. And there was a faint yellow light coming from up there, and I could smell something rotten, like old food and sweat. I called out, "Hello? Is someone there?" No answer. Just that scratching again, louder now, from the attic. Then my phone buzzed. Motion detected in kitchen. I looked at the camera feed. The kitchen was empty, but the refrigerator door was wide open, and I could see muddy footprints on my clean white floor. Footprints that were not mine. They were big, size 12 boots, wet and muddy. And they led from the kitchen straight to the stairs where I was standing. Someone had just walked past me while I was looking at my phone. I spun around. No one was there. But the bathroom door upstairs, which was always closed, was now wide open, and the shower was running. I could hear water. Someone was taking a shower in my house at 3:15 a.m. I ran downstairs, locked myself in my bedroom, and called 911 with my voice shaking. I whispered, "Someone is inside my house." The 911 operator told me to stay locked in my bedroom and not go upstairs. The police would be there in 4 minutes. For minutes felt like 4 hours. I was sitting on my bedroom floor, holding that knife, listening to the shower running upstairs. Someone was still taking a shower in my house. I could hear them humming. A low male voice humming a song. Then the shower stopped. I heard heavy footsteps walking out of the bathroom, dripping water onto the wood floor. Step, step, step. They walked right past my bedroom door. I saw the water drips under the door crack. I held my breath. My phone screen lit up. Motion detected. Attic. The attic camera that was showing static suddenly came back on, and what I saw made my blood freeze. It was not an empty attic. There was a full setup up there. A dirty mattress, 2 blankets, empty food wrappers, my missing bread, my milk cartons, empty water bottles, and 2 pairs of big boots. And there were 2 men up there. I could see them clearly on camera. One was tall and skinny with long hair. wearing my own t-shirt that had been missing for a week. The other was short and fat, shirtless. They were looking straight into the camera. They knew I was watching. The skinny one smiled and waved at the camera. Then he reached up and covered it with his hand. Camera went black again. At that exact second, someone banged on my bedroom door so hard the whole wall shook. Bang, bang, bang. A male voice shouted, "We know you're in there, Ethan. We heard you. Come out. We just want to talk." They knew my name. How did they know my name? I screamed. That's when I heard sirens outside. The police had arrived. The footsteps ran. They ran upstairs into the attic. I heard the attic hatch slam shut. I ran outside crying. 2 officers ran inside with guns drawn. I was standing on my front lawn in my underwear at 3:30 a.m., shaking, while my neighbors came out. 2 more police cars arrived. I heard an officer shout from inside, "Clear." Then, "We found something up here. You need to see this." They told me to come inside. I didn't want to, but I did. The house smelled horrible. They took me upstairs. The attic hatch was open. One officer climbed up with a flashlight. He said, "Jesus Christ." He told me to look. I climbed the ladder. What I saw I will never forget. The attic was converted into a small apartment. 2 mattresses on the floor, my missing clothes folded neatly, my food, my milk, even my family photos they had taken from my room and taped to the attic wall. There were pee bottles everywhere, and there were small holes drilled in the attic floor. Holes looking directly down into my bedroom and my bathroom. They had been watching me shower, watching me sleep. For months. There were notebooks. I opened one. It was a diary. Day 47. Ethan came home late. He looks tired. Day 62. Ethan talked to a girl on the phone. I think her name is Sarah. Day 89. We took his blue shirt. He didn't notice. They knew everything about me. The police checked the house history. The previous tenant didn't leave. He disappeared, and his case is still open. We never found the 2 men. They escaped through the roof vent before police surrounded the house. The police told me they had been living there for at least 3 months. I moved out that same night. I still sleep with lights on. And last week, my new neighbor in my new apartment told me he heard footsteps in his attic at 2:29 a.m.